Welcome to the Three Geeks podcast. My name is Jason. I'm joined by a bunch of people, and we're not going to waste too much time on this intro because there is a lot going on today. We have the sports nerds and the trophy joining us on tonight's podcast.
God damn it.
The sports nerds are going to start this thing off real quick because there is a big game going on right now. So they're just going to spend a few seconds discussing it, and we are going to get into some more of the nerdy topics at hand. But let's go to you, Mr. Krafania.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Game 7 of the NBA Finals just started right now. Cavaliers started off with a quick lead here, 4-0. Golden State just came back, took the lead 5-4. It's going to be a bloody match tonight. It's no holds bar. If you've been paying attention, if you watch what happened in the last game, Steph Curry fouling out, throwing his mouthpiece like a little bitch. Klay Thompson leaving the game early like a little bitch. LeBron just dominating. What?
Don't bother looking into the camera. Just watch the game and then talk at the same time.
That's what I'm doing.
No.
So, anyways, I'm watching right now religiously. It's going to be a close game. You got a couple injuries for Golden State. Klay Thompson just airballed a three. Nicely done. I think the Cavs need to pound the paint all night long. If they do that, I think they're in good shape. Kevin Love for three. Missed it. Of course he did. I think the Cavs' key to success is pound the paint, move the ball around, and let LeBron just do his thing because 41 points, last two games apiece, you can't stop him. He's averaging almost a triple-double in these finals as he did last year in the finals. As much as I want to see Cleveland win, I'm a realist Cleveland fan, so if they lost, I wouldn't be surprised, but I told these guys already, win or lose, I'm going to be crying like a little bitch no matter what. So, yeah.
God, Cleveland has all of their fans in like an abusive relationship mentality, don't they? Like, if we win, okay. If we lose, okay.
They only hurt you because they love you.
Max, Phillip, what you guys got to add to this?
No, I honestly don't know who's going to win this game. I would give Cleveland a bunch of shit right now, but it's kind of like it's too easy. So if they lose this one, I wouldn't be surprised if like Cleveland lights on fire and like everyone commits suicide at the same time, or if
they win, that could happen too.
Yeah, exactly. If they win, that could happen, or nothing could happen. You know, like they win and everyone's just like, oh, cool, and they go home and like have a glass of wine and then go to sleep. Cheers. Do you think anyone's gonna do that in Cleveland if they win?
Oh no, man! I got buddies that are actually at the arena downtown right now in Cleveland at the watch party, and they've been Snapchatting, sending me all kinds of pics and videos. It is crazy down there. I think win or lose, it's gonna be a madhouse regardless. You got a lot of young people down there. They're gonna be angry, and they're gonna be wanting to take it out on somebody. So expect some riots no matter what happens.
Phillip, who do you think's gonna take this one?
So that's the hard thing. Like 2 games ago, I would have said easily Golden State, but now, like the fact that LeBron's come to play and you actually have Cleveland actually playing all together. Yes, nice floating head, Max. But I don't know. Honestly, I think it's going to be a closely fought game, and I'm in agreement with Mike there. I think it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. It'll be it's a game I was actually hoping to catch up on, but I didn't realize it started this early.
Yeah,
I was in the same boat as you. I thought it started at 9.
I thought it started at 9. I was like, fuck, dude, it comes on the same time as Game of Thrones. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, if this starts turning really bad before halftime, I'm turning it off and putting on the Bastard Bowl, man, because I know at least I'll be entertained with that. So.
All right.
Trophy, what do you think? You won the big Sports Nerds League.
Fuck you. He didn't win it. He is the.
Don't you look at?
Trophy's talking.
I say go Cavs. Go Cavs.
Look at that. Go Cavs. And it's got a headset on and everything.
Trophy didn't win.
Cleveland.
Well, it depends. I mean, if the trophy wanted to live with Rondell, then it won.
No, it did not want to live with Rondell. You're an asshole for saying such things. It was stolen
Rondell
from
has
me.
provided such a happy life for me. I really couldn't have asked for a better owner.
Okay, and a completely unrelated topic, Jason. Have I told you how much I hate your wife?
Well, we all know that that's not true. Trust me, stay on our good side. That was funny. All right, so moving on to our normal show. We've got Mike McGee from youtube.com/Mike McGee TV. We've got Trophy going LOL. That's pretty funny. Max, who's tonight's podcast brought to us by?
Tonight's podcast is brought to us by Audible. You can go to www.audibletrial.com/3geeks and go ahead and sign up for your free 30-day trial at audible.com.
Yeah.
So, if you can't read, if you don't like to read, if you're too lazy to physically pick up a book or a tablet to read something from it, this is for you. Audible.com. You get all kinds of books read to you, and sometimes they change up the voices and stuff like that. It's a good time. They have over 180,000 titles, and check it out. Jason almost listened to a book that he should have listened to 4 times by now, and it only took him like 4.5 months.
It's 46 hours, and I listen to like 46 hours worth of podcasts a week, and I just fit it in when I run out of podcasts.
Excuses. Anyway, but no, Audible's really cool. There's books that I hear tell. I'm not an Audibler because I think I like actually reading too much to have something read to me. But
Max just likes the sound of his own voice instead.
I really do though. It's so pleasant.
There's the book aloud.
That smooth baritone.
I'm a Trophy, and I really appreciate Audible because I don't have hands or able to turn pages or anything, so it's been great for me.
Fucking Rondell.
This trophy really has taken on its own persona, don't you think? It's got a mind of its own.
I knew.
That's just what happens when you make a fucking epic trophy.
I knew when we collaborated on that trophy, Mike, I knew it was going to be something special, and it has yet to disappoint. It is still the greatest trophy on the planet.
Oh, I totally agree.
Even though it's demon-possessed.
I can't wait to win it next year.
Oh, you think you're going to win it? It's the revenge of the Max.
Please.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, no. I'm going to go fucking ham this season. I'm no holds barred. It's going to get ugly. I feel like I am going to be the Cleveland of the league.
If you're watching us live, please send any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, to @3geekspodcast on Twitter, #3geekspodcast.
I don't know.
Let us know what you're thinking.
I can do without mentioning the trophy.
Take 5 seconds and click that like button below. You'll occasionally hear Mike cheer throughout the podcast.
Something good
This should be
happened.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
But we're going to start off the podcast on kind of a down note. Sad news in the world of... I saw this and it was kind of shocking. So Star Trek actor Anton Yelchin, I hope I'm saying that name correctly, Yelchin, died today in a car accident. It's really, really sad news. He got pinned between his brick pillar and mailbox and his car, and the trauma led to his death. Some of his buddies found him later. He was supposed to be on his way to rehearsals for his next film role. It's been all over Twitter, because he's got Star Trek Beyond coming out next month. You've got his cast members reacting. The guy was only 27 years old. It's crazy to think that, because we're all 33, to somebody or around 33, somebody to die so young. It's sad. Philip?
That really caught me by surprise when I saw the news, and it's just something you don't think about, especially at that age. You wouldn't even cross your mind, and I can't even imagine. And it's crazy. I enjoyed him in what's one of the movies? It was a Dean Koontz book, Odd Thomas. They actually turned that into a movie. It was okay, but he was actually really enjoyable in it, and I really enjoyed him in the Star Trek movies as well. He always played that. He always got that character right. I think he didn't cheese it up too much. That's sad. It's sad to hear, and it sounded like he actually had a few other movies on the horizon.
Yeah, he did such a good job with that role. Max, you just found out about it literally when you came in and sat on the couch. What are your thoughts?
This sucks. The 2016 is just the fucking killer year, man. It strikes again. And fucking pinned between his car and his mailbox. Like, who the fuck does that happen to?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I'm baffled by this one. It's crazy. Shouldn't have happened. Obviously, like that's not something that normally goes down. It's not something like you even think about. Like you usually get out of the way of a car like rolling back slowly. Like what happened? Like I want to know what happened. Yeah, this is craziness. It sucks. Yeah, I enjoy the Star Trek movies. I almost said Star Wars movies. Anyway, yeah, no, I really enjoyed those. I haven't seen him in anything else, but yeah, Cavs. Anyway,
Hey, took the lead. Shut up.
Fucking no, he was really good, and it sucks that we're not going to get to see him in in anything else. Yeah, Dan.
I can't really say more than that. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, weird ass, bizarre death takes a pretty cool actor.
Yeah, he was in a bunch of independent stuff that I have not seen either. I know he was in Terminator Salvation, and it's not a great movie. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I thought he was fine in that film, but Star Trek, he took an iconic role and did such a good job with it. So, Mike, your thoughts, Mr. McGee?
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, too bad, definitely. You get the sense of, like, especially when it's someone that young, that they're just getting started with their career, really. But feels like he was able to tackle a lot of big stuff, obviously, but at least, and impact a lot of people, and not just nerd culture, but just movies all around. I remember seeing him in that, it's not a great movie at all, but Alpha Dog with Justin Timberlake and Emile Hirsch and stuff like that. I remember him being really good in that, and that was the thing. He was like a pipsqueak in that movie, but he was really like powerful and so forth with his performance. But it makes me want to go back and like catch up on a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that I missed him, because aside from that and Star Trek, I really didn't see him in much else. I'll probably check out. He was in that horror movie with Patrick Stewart that came out recently, The Green Room. I hear that's really good, so I'm going to have to check that out. And maybe even the Fright Night remake, even though I've heard that's kind of But you know what? Everyone, gives their all into whatever, and he seemed like a guy who was giving his all, especially into stuff like Trek, and it's a shame that, he won't be gracing us with his presence in movies anymore. And miss ya, Anton. Make it so, Warp 1, whatever.
Maybe we'll do a cast where we discuss the first 2 Star Trek films he was in. I think that could be fun. It's kind of a tribute.
Horror movies.
What's that?
Seems like he was in a lot of horror movies. Not horror movies, but horror movies.
I don't know. I know about Alpha Dogs.
Horror movies that he was. So I don't know. You guys do Freddy Geeks, but maybe.
Yeah, maybe we could do Fright Night and compare the original to the remake or something. That could be fun.
Okay.
But first we gotta do our It episode. But yeah, it's tragic. The only other news story I have is Wolverine has been seen on set with a younger girl, and speculation is that it's X-23. If anybody has seen Apocalypse, you know about the post-credits scene that kind of hints towards some of that cloning stuff to be happening in the next X-Men film. Mike, you brought the story up. What are your thoughts?
I mean, other than the fact that it's just like, hey, Wolverine's on set, looks like he's running around in an action sequence with a preteen. So, I guess that could be X-23. I don't know much about X-23. That was just, some of the articles were saying, like, this could be X-23. I'm like, okay, sure. If they're going with the old man Logan route, maybe it's one of his kids or something like that. I don't know. Also, there was a pretty funny picture of him wheeling around Patrick Stewart on set, and Patrick Stewart looks like he's in pain. But I don't know why. It just made me crack up. But apparently, so Professor X is in this, and they're both looking old as hell and grizzled, angry old man X-Men.
Grumpy old X-Men.
All right, Max, you're the biggest fan of the X-Men franchise out of all of us. What are your thoughts on this news?
X-23 is kind of a badass character. If she's in it, I hope they do her justice. This could be. I don't know. I mean, like they had Negasonic Teenage Warhead in the movie, so yeah, it could be anybody, like literally anybody. But no, I mean, if it is X-23, cool. I hope they do it justice. Because I was talking about this earlier today. I want to see Wolverine go into a berserker rage. I want to see him just unleash on a crowd of people. And they haven't been able to give us that yet because they're trying to keep their ratings. But now they're saying that they might get the R rating. So if they're going to have Wolverine and X-23 in a movie and both of them don't go berserker rage, fuck you. That's what that just fuck you. Because why? Why do it? So there's that. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, what's the best part of any of the X-Men movies? It's the part where, Wolverine goes apeshit in the mansion with the guy that's trying to get all the kids.
Yep. I'd argue Nightcrawler scene, but I mean...
Okay, fair enough. But I mean, that's the one that most people bring up, and you've only seen it once in how many freaking movies?
9 now?
I don't know.
That's a lot.
But, oh crap, sorry. Never mind, I lost it. We're good. Philip?
So I'm interested to kind of see where they go with this, because I'm in agreement with Max. I really hope they actually kind of take that R rating and go somewhere interesting with it. I don't know too much about X-23, but it sounds like it'd be something interesting to where they could actually go. And for better or worse, I'm pretty sure Fox is also looking at it as well. We know that Hugh Jackman doesn't want to do this role anymore. Can this character carry a separate franchise, I guess, and kind of carry it? I mean, they've been trying to do that in the recent X-Men movies as well, trying to find someone else to carry these. So it'll be interesting kind of see how they actually put all that together.
If you're going to make an R-rated Wolverine movie and you don't have a berserker scene in it, it's like, seriously, like, what are you doing? But I'm one of the people that's enjoyed the X-Men films, the exception of some. Like, the second Wolverine was okay until a point, and then it became shit, which was a step above the first Wolverine film, which was complete shit. Except for Deadpool at the very beginning. I thought Ryan Reynolds was the best part of that film. But,
oh yeah, especially at the end.
No, I'm saying at the beginning. That's not Ryan Reynolds at the end.
That didn't get really good until the end.
That's Scott Adkins playing Dead.
The end was the best part.
They call it Deadpool?
What about the other one with
I think they avoided that.
Robot Samurai?
That's what I'm saying. Up to that point, I liked the movie.
I think it lost it. The second one definitely lost it with me when he was walking down the ninja road and they with the arrows. That was when it just
was that the end.
Rails.
That was towards the end.
It was towards the end.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Just like,
that whole
holding
part.
on by a thread, and then he should have killed all those people anyway. They should have been dead. They were not equipped enough to handle Wolverine.
I was kind of okay until the giant robot samurai.
I mean, either way, we got there. It was too much.
Fair enough.
So the Three Geeks podcast has been doing a kind of tribute/retrospect on Kevin Smith. Last week we discussed Clerks. Tonight we are going to discuss Mallrats and Chasing Amy. And then next week we'll be doing Dogma and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Mr. Kevin Smith was actually in Columbus today.
No one went.
And none of us could make it. He was there doing Yoga Hosers screening/Q&A, which I really wish I could have been there. I was tweeting at him, trying to get him to come on our podcast with no such luck, but I tried. I can't say I didn't try. But we'll start with Mallrats. Mallrats, the end of Mallrats is my single favorite scene in a comedy film, the whole game show sequence with Jason Lee. And watching that again, knowing that that's Jason Lee's very first role, the guy kills that role from start to finish. Like, he is a natural behind the camera or in front of the camera, and it's tragic that nobody else has been able to use him the same way that he was used in this particular movie, because he is so good in this film. Kind of like Randall, like I was saying with Clerks last week, the guy who played Randall was so good as Randall, and it's just a shame that nobody else has been able to kind of channel that inner talent, because it was so well done. But Mike, you missed our Clerks. Do you want to give your quick thoughts on Clerks and Mallrats? Going into Mallrats? I mean, you handed Michael Rooker chocolate-covered pretzels.
Yeah, I like Mallrats just fine. I really enjoy a lot of the discussions they bring up, like even more so than what they did in Clerks with talking about nerd stuff, especially when the Stan Lee cameo begins. I really kind of enjoyed that, and knew that was a precursor to a lot of Stan Lee corniness that we would be entertained by in movies. But yeah, chocolate covered pretzels, fortune teller with a third nipple, Jay and Silent Bob, and Silent Bob breaks out his utility belt and grapnel hook. What's not to like about it? I also like too that that's the beginning of that universe essentially. Like it could have just been like, okay, we're gonna have these two stoner characters just bouncing around from adventure to adventure with nothing to connect them. But the fact that the movie actually takes place a day before Clerks, and that they reference characters from Clerks and then later on in something like Chasing Amy, I actually kind of enjoyed that quite a bit. That he was starting to interconnect all his properties into one kind of story. So it was funny. I love the dialogue. Kevin Smith is an awesome dialogue guy. So the conversations were definitely like the best part of that for me. And yeah, just amazing to see like how many people really made it big after that. I mean, you already had some big people like what's her name, Shannon Doherty was on it already, and she was pretty well known at that point, I guess.
Pretty
But
deep into 902, whatever.
yeah, definitely. But the fact that also, Michael Rooker had been doing okay for a while, but after that, like he started showing up in a ton of James Gunn stuff, and that's really where he soared. And Walking Dead. Yeah, Jason Lee, he had his big moment with My Name Is Earl. I'd say the one guy who I'd never really heard much of afterwards was like T.S. So,
Jeremy London.
yeah, I never really followed much from him after that, but no, overall, still a very enjoyable movie, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do with it TV-wise.
All right, I hate to break in real quick. First quarter just ended. Cavs 23, Warriors 22.
All right.
Let's go!
Well, Carp, how do you feel about Mallrats, dude?
Oh, dude, Mallrats is an epic movie, and I think it doesn't get its due justice when it comes to all the great Kevin Smith movies. There's just so many great things about that movie. You guys referenced all the great actors that were in that to go on and have great careers. One that really stands out to me is the big guy that keeps looking at the sailboat picture. He went on to be in a bunch of movies. I think his famous movie after that was Remember the Titans, which he was great in that. I don't know the guy's name, but and just all the great geek references in that. And they keep trying to do, Jay and Silent Bob keep doing the Jedi mind trick, and then he finally does it at the end. And Silent Bob only gets like one speaking part in like every movie, and then I think that was his best one when he quotes Yoda, action, adventure, a Jedi does not crave these things.
A Jedi craves not these things, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole scenes with LaForce, the security guard, and they keep drawing up those plans about how they're gonna knock him out with like a sock full of quarters and all that crap, man. And it's great. And I reference Mallrats a lot recently with my younger brother because he just proposed to his now fiance at Disney World. And he's like, dude, I'm going to propose to her at Disney World. I'm like, are you going to do it when Jaws pops out of the water? And he's just like, what? What are you talking about? I'm like, are you kidding me? You don't get that movie reference? Like, come on. But yeah, it's a great movie. I watch it all the time. I think it's a great. I get my wife to watch it every now and then with me too. It's a good rom-com really. As kind of like geeky as it is, it's still a love story and these guys trying to get their girlfriends back and all that good stuff. And so, it's definitely a cult film, definitely dude-centric, but it's one of those, dude cult movies that you can get your significant other to watch, and, you can get a lot of, it can reach out to a broader audience than I think, than people give it credit for.
Ethan Suplee, man, he is the guy that everybody forgets is in things. Like when we were watching Mallrats, I'm like, I forgot he was in this, and then he was in Remember the Titans. Like you said, he's in American History X. He did My Name Is Earl
American History X
with Jason
Boy
Lee.
Meets World, dude.
He was on
Boy
Boy
Meets
Meets
World.
World. Yeah, good point. I mean, this guy has been in a lot of really popular stuff.
Oh
He's
yeah,
lost
let's
a lot
not
of
forget.
weight.
Let's not forget too that without Mallrats in a way, we don't get Goodwill Hunting too, because that's how Kevin Smith came to meet Affleck in a way, and Kevin Smith was one of the people that Affleck ran the Goodwill Hunting script by before he and Matt Damon, pitched it. So.
Oh yeah, Ben Affleck, that asshole from Fashionable Mail,
I heard you like
screwing people in the back of a Volkswagen.
There you go.
What, the back of a Volkswagen?
Oh, Trophy. Did you like Mallrats?
Yes,
Oh, nothing?
I like Mallrats. I am particularly enjoyed the sailboat scenes. They were hilarious, especially when the kids were like, "We want to see it, mommy," and she's like, "Okay, just 1 minute," and it was just great. And the chocolate covered pretzel scenes, that's just a classic. Can't beat that. Some good stuff. Good stuff there.
Oh my god, that is funny. I'm glad you brought that up. Look, it's a schooner. You asshole. It's not a schooner.
It's a sailboat.
A schooner is a sailboat. There is no
You know what?
Easter bunny. That's just a guy in a costume.
And then they kick the shit out of the Easter Bunny.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh man. What else? I think you guys hit all the good stuff. I was gonna say Batfleck. Nobody mentioned Batfleck, but then somebody did.
Come on, Max. You of all people should remember. They mentioned the Thing's dick in this movie.
Well, yeah, I know. This brought up the conversation about the Thing's dick. This was the beginning. But they answer the question with this latest movie, but then they don't address it at all. Like no one.
Fixation on superhero sex organs.
Kudos to Kevin Smith for bringing to the forefront at least a dialogue about the important things. Yeah, is the Thing's dick made of rock and shit? Like when he busts, like what happens? Or like Colossus, like when Colossus, if he's in metal form and he rubs one, does he shoot bullets?
Superman wearing the kryptonite condom.
Yeah, man. No, dude, there's no way. I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna do it. No, so yeah, they definitely. There's definitely some good stuff in here. Classic stuff. Mallrats is a great movie. I had a lot of fun. Still do. Loved rewatching that one. Yeah, that was good shit.
Dan?
Mallrats is my favorite Kevin Smith movie in this universe, anyway. I think the favorite's actually Red State. But, and it comes down to the pacing of it. Because, the whole movie, it just keeps hitting you with jokes and jokes and jokes.
Spaghetti.
And, yes, but it actually gives you, some emotion of the characters as well, which makes you invested in it, and the jokes are better. Also, I love the part when, God, it's been so long since I've seen it, but when his girl finally leaves him and he's just playing hockey on the Sega Genesis. I just find that hilarious for some reason. But yeah, it's my favorite one of Kevin Smith's.
I was going to say to kind of add to that line, because he basically says, girls come and go, but I don't remember what teams he mentioned. You can't win 12-2 and only be in the second, oh God, that was a hockey. Not any.
Second period.
Period.
Yeah.
Second period. You got to keep going. As she walks out. And then, it was funny because actually, at the time she was in 90210. I can't remember. At the time when we were watching it, I was rewatching it with my wife this weekend. And I actually remembered the reference because they actually call Shannon Doherty's character her name from the show, and she actually slaps somebody and says, "How dare you!"
Yeah, it's the sailboat guy. He goes, "Brenda." She goes, "Asshole."
And then I love the cheesy, silly moments where Kevin Smith is literally just diving in on I can't remember the actress.
Joey Lord Adams.
Yeah. She's naked all the time trying on things.
Yeah, they were dating during this. That's how she got Chasing Amy, was because they were dating.
Okay. Yeah, awesome movie.
If you've noticed in this movie, every scene she wears a different outfit. It's because it was in her contract that whatever clothes she put on, she got to keep. So between every time that they would shoot a scene, she would change.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hey, man, gotta get paid.
Yeah. If you ain't making money, you gotta get some clothes.
Wardrobe. Better have that rack sitting right there.
I didn't do this last week, but Kevin Smith's Clerks is sitting at 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Mallrats is at a 55%, which I feel like if that movie had come out maybe a little bit later, the rating would have been a little bit higher because it was a little bit ahead of its time as far as all the superhero references and all of that stuff. I think that movie would be a lot more popular had it come out now, and obviously that's holds true kind of because it's definitely done a lot better since it was released on DVD because a lot of people think it's his best movie. I'm not really ready to say that, but like I said, the end sequence of the game show where we meet Dante's brother or cousin, we meet another member of the Hicks family. That whole thing is brilliant. The whole thing. I love it.
I know Jason Lee reminded me a lot of Bruce Campbell.
Oh yeah.
In that one. Like, I don't know, I got that vibe.
Yeah, the way he just took over the show and
Yeah.
kind of made it his own.
Yeah.
So kudos, because I was reading about it, and I guess they had Seth Green on standby. That if Jason Mewes messed up one time, the studio said he was out, and they were replacing Jason Mewes with Seth Green. That would have made a different franchise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't fly him out there to film. Kevin Smith had to pay for Jason Mewes' hotel and all this other stuff because he wanted him to play Jay, because that's who Jay was based off of. So, good movie. And next up is Chasing Amy, which is sitting at an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. I really like this movie a lot. And is it a great comedy? No, but there is some really good parts. There's a scene where it reminds me of Lethal Weapon, where they're comparing sex injuries. You remember how Riggs and Rene Russo were comparing the injuries? I really like that a lot. And then, there's a ton of references to Mallrats and Clerks in that one sequence. And, again, Jason Lee in this movie is funny. The whole beginning scene with Hooper X. I want Max to do that at Comic-Con. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Oh. Jason Lee's not as funny as the whole setup is. So yeah.
No.
Mike? Big G?
Yeah. I really like Chasing Amy quite a bit. It's probably my second favorite Kevin Smith film, just because this is where he's really starting to kind of show a little bit more than what he has tried with the previous two movies in a way, and actually tell like a really in-depth character arc. The character arcs in Clerks and Mallrats are fun enough, but this time it's played for a lot more drama than those were, and I feel that does work really well to some effect. Like Joey Adams, definitely she's like my favorite part of this movie. She's really dynamic in this role, and really appreciate her in it. I honestly really enjoy what Ben Affleck's doing, and Jason Lee's definitely a great ball-busting buddy to have there. My favorite part, though, is the opening with the convention, and they get into that fake fight with Dwight. So it is it's still very nerdy at times, since it's about two dudes making a comic book essentially. And again, I gotta love that it has little payoffs to the bigger universe, that came before it, and then a little bit after, like in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It involves Holden and Banky a little bit there. So yeah, and honestly, I like this Silent Bob monologue. And they reference it again. It's like you could tell that fucking Amy story how many times, but you can't say anything else. But yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
you almost don't have Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back without this film, because the whole plot of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is them going to stop the movie based on their comic book, which was the plot of this film being made.
In Chasing Amy, they only show up once or twice. That's except for the Blunt Man and Chronic comic. That's about it. So.
Yeah, they're at the very end, and then Bob talks more than Jay does. And it's some of the best writing by Kevin Smith, I think. And The monologue at the end of this movie and the end of Red State, I find very similar, even though the subject matter is different. It's just it's very Silent Bob at the end of Red State, just like it's very Silent Bob. It's very Kevin Smith, I should say, at the end of this film, like it's very Kevin Smith at the end of Red State. So yeah, I'm with you, Mike. This is actually probably my favorite Kevin Smith movie, just because I feel like he hit everything he was trying to really, really well. He got the blend of comedy, and he mixed it in very well. He got, his geeky references are in the film, and then he made a little bit more of a heart movie. Philip.
Yeah, I definitely would say it feels less comedic. Like at the beginning, you get really good entertaining moments, especially at the comic convention, and then like you said,
By taking off Vader's mask to reveal a white person. They're saying deep down, we all wants to be white. Yeah. And then Jason Lee's like, well, isn't that true? It's so good.
Yeah, that scene is just awesome. And then you've got the whole like the basically the sexual injuries and all the things, like how she lost a tooth by going down on some girl, and like scraped up her leg because the car just kept rolling. And then, like, I don't remember what happened to him. Some dad grabbed him and, like, he lost him something. But, yeah, I mean, so it's definitely a funny movie at that point. But then pretty much right around that point, it gets very serious. And I think it's done very well. Like, I think it's why he pulled back some of the comedy. And it's a really well-told story about this kind of acceptance and kind of actually broadening your horizons. And it's very different. Like, I didn't prepare my wife. She was not ready for this. She thought it was just going to be like Mallrats and funny movie. And she's like, wow, this is serious. And then it doesn't end the way most people would want a movie to end, right? Like everyone to be happy and united. It actually ends probably a lot more how real life is, and that's actually, I think, why I think it makes such a good movie.
Well, when she sees a sequel to this, she'll be happy she saw it. The comedy is so... Like, I saw Jay and Silent Bob for the first time, and I didn't think it was funny. I didn't get it. And then I went back and watched, because I hadn't seen Clerks, Mallrats, or Chasing Amy, or Dogma for that matter. And I went back and watched those, and then I rewatched Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and that movie is brilliant, but we'll talk about that next week. Max, Dan, your guys' thoughts over on the couch?
This is my least favorite Kevin Smith movie, actually. What?
We fucking agree.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. I love this movie. It's great. It's the... And I know it has like a Criterion edition, and it's like touted, like it's great. But this is like, to me, it's Kevin Smith's Raging Bull. Like, I don't understand it, and I think it's kind of meh. Like, the main problem is the acceptance of the dude and the chick, and I don't understand.
You hate this one more than Cop Out?
Okay,
doesn't count.
In this
okay, that's all I wanted to know. Okay.
Cop Out is money grubbing. This is actually his, forte.
Yeah, Cop Out is not a Kevin Smith.
And he didn't write Cop Out. Yeah, I was just curious. I just wanted to clarify.
I've actually never seen Cop Out.
That is wow.
Well, wait, guys.
Jersey Girl. What about Jersey Girl?
What?
I don't know.
What about Jersey Girl?
I haven't even seen that one
seen
either.
that.
We're getting to that too. That's got Will Smith in it.
But,
Oh yeah.
The Chasing Amy, I gotta admit, I was so happy to watch Mallrats, and then after that I couldn't watch Chasing Amy. I didn't watch it. I was like, I hardly remember anything that happened in that movie except for I promise I didn't like it. And it's just like, yeah, it got so serious, and then I was like, man, like some things are funny, like life doesn't suck that much, like this dude's got like real problems or some shit. I was like, who gives a fuck about any of this and like anybody in that movie except for when the dude gets blasted for being an inker. Like that to me is like, I mean, even though like the inkers actually do real work, like let's not get it twisted, but that scene is like, no, you're a tracer. All you do is trace. Like,
and this was the Matt Damon's introduction to the View Askew universe.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why.
No.
I don't even know if he says anything.
He says Snoochie Boochies.
Oh, that's what he says? Okay.
And we meet another
Which is hilarious
Dante
when
relative.
Jay says, oh yeah, we don't say that.
But yeah, so Chasing Amy is probably my least favorite. But for that, I haven't seen Jersey Girl. I'm not even touching that one with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. Oh, but wait, we're gonna get there.
But Carve, Chasing Amy.
Basically what you guys said. I think what I loved about Chasing Amy is that it sets up Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, what you guys talked about earlier, and I've only watched it maybe 3 times. So, and the last time I saw it was, God, probably a decade ago. So, I don't have too much to comment on it. It's just that I think the biggest thing I take away from that movie and what I like about it the most is that it did set up Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, which I think is just hilarious. I mean, we could. I know you guys are going to talk about Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back another time, but I think that's what I like most about it. A little update here. They're just going back and forth here, trading the lead here. Cavs can't make a shot to save their lives, but they are dominating the paint right now.
And we're in the second quarter.
I think we lost Mike.
Yes.
Oh man, we lost both mics.
Well, the one
2-0.
The one Mike went to go play Game of Booze, which you could check out on his YouTube channel at youtube.com/MikeMcGTV. Definitely check that out. Game of Booze. Lots of fun.
Doesn't he post a Game of Booze the next day or something?
He'll do it. Usually it's on. Sometimes it's on the night of. Sometimes it's on first thing the next morning. But yeah. So next week, this was a fun Kevin Smith. We actually had a lot of conversation, a lot of good memories. Next week we do Dogma and what some people call the Chasing Amy Mallrats Clerks sequel, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and that movie is brilliant, and I can't wait to discuss it. And I know there was a point in Max's life where he watched that movie probably 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day.
Not a day.
It was a lot.
I might have watched it every day of the week. Yeah, it stayed in the DVD player. That was one movie that just stayed in the fucking DVD player. I didn't even have to take it out.
Yeah, it's good.
Fuck, motherfuck, noise. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, noise.
Noise, smoking weed, smoking weed, drinking beers.
Rolling fatty, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts, just rolling blunts and smoking them.
Trophy, what are your thoughts on Chasing Amy? I know you think Joey Lauren Adams' voice is annoying. Is that correct?
Yes, and I just don't like the movie at all.
Damn, I'm with
That's
you,
my
Trophy.
whole opinion.
I don't know how it's moving.
Especially that stupid retarded scene where he pulls them in together and they sit on the couch and he's like, dude, you're in love with me, and chick, you love me, and we're all going to do it. And they're all like, no.
I gotta say, I do really like this movie, but I agree with the fact that ending is stupid. But as I was rewatching it, it's like that's the ending he set up at the beginning of the movie. But I don't like the ending. I wish it had stopped after Silent Bob's speech, and I think it would have been just even better. But yes, I don't like the ending either, as somebody who likes the movie.
That's the main premise of the whole movie.
Yeah, it is.
That's the reason why I hate it, is because it's fucking dumb.
What was his inability to cope?
It's
with,
like,
Which is
as-
that's a guy
and
thing
show
though.
tolerance.
All
But
guys do
but
that.
that's his point.
Yeah.
As I was saying before, this
This is why
is
you didn't like it.
this is Kevin Smith's Raging Bull. If you've ever seen Raging Bull, that got like a shit ton of Academy Awards and stuff. And I understand De Niro's performance is awesome, but I don't give a shit about the guy because he's a boxer and he pissed his whole life down the toilet. And at the end, he's like, I could have been a contender. Yes, you could have, but you fucked it up. Just like this guy. I don't understand the main thing of this whole premise and why I'm supposed to care. And it's not funny.
I know you
Chasing Amy, not
guys.
Raging Bull.
You guys out there are trying to get to Game of Thrones, and we will get you there. We're gonna get things start wrapping up. Let's move on into video game news. Philip.
All right, so I figured an easy way just to quickly touch on it, because E3 happened last week, was we each talk about something that we love at E3. I'll go last, because I got a long list, and that way other people can pick off what they like, and I'm not stealing from people. Max, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I probably have the least to say. That's Mass Effect.
Okay.
Mass Effect. Mass Effect. Fucking, I cannot wait for
Next
this
year.
fucking Mass Effect game to come out. Fucking Mass Effect. That's all I can say.
Nice, I like it.
Dan?
Mass Effect trailer was very nice. I like it a lot.
Mass Effect.
Also, Nintendo.
I was wondering if you're going to
Nintendo
Well,
Mass
yeah,
Effect?
they basically brought one giant thing, and it was Legend of Zelda. And it, Legend of Zelda, something
God.
the Wild.
The Wild or something. Yeah.
Something the Wild. Anyway, yeah, you get to be Link and run around, and it looks kind of like a Zelda Monster Hunter kind of Skyrim
Hybrid.
hybrid. Because you
Yeah,
can
good
wander
mixture.
around and you collect stuff to make things, and then there's all the little goblin guys are like hanging around in their little camps, and you get to shoot them and set them on fire and throw bombs at them or roll rocks over them. It looks highly amusing. Yeah, they brought like one thing to E3, and that
Breath
was
of the
pretty
Wild.
much it. Breath of the Wild. There we go. So yeah, check out those trailers because it actually looks really good.
Does it have the fight system of Middle Earth? Shadows of Mordor?
I don't know. I haven't played Shadows
How
of Mordor
awesome
yet.
would that be?
It might actually not be that far from it, but are you talking about the actual like staggering of like generals and warlords and all of that?
That too.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Why
that might
not?
be-
The
Why not?
goblins
That was
do have
awesome.
levels.
Oh, okay.
And
Throw it in there.
There's some giant badass ones. You don't
Yeah,
want to
supposedly it's the
Straight off.
largest Zelda game they've ever
Yeah,
made.
it looks huge.
But I'm talking about like the linked up, like Batman style, like the bat. You try
It
to
seemed
make a combo.
a little
I
bit.
don't
You
know.
could see it seemed like it was a fluid fighting system, but
Yeah.
like it's hard to say because I didn't see enough to actually show actual like real gameplay as you're in it. Like, are you fighting multiple
Yeah,
people
yeah.
after
What system do you have to buy to play this game?
Wii U?
Well, it's the Wii U or the NX. They didn't show
Oh,
anything
they did say?
on the NX,
Ah.
but it is for the NX. Oh yeah, speaking of which, NX got its first game, which is Just Dance 235.
Man, Just
Yay.
Dance, and it's
Yay,
a winning.
Nintendo.
Nice.
Also, what did I like about E3? Crap.
Hey, pass
Yeah,
on.
no. There were things that I liked, and now I can't remember.
Ghost
Damn.
Recon.
No. Not for me. Although I liked their little promo for it because the guys playing it are like, oh, he's in a white SUV now. Go chase him down, and it just seems so forced
Yeah.
that I
So
thought that
serious.
was kind of hilarious because that's not how people online talk
No.
at all.
No, not even.
Well, I like that Microsoft is trying to be competitive, and they brought out both the Slim console that's out towards the end of this year,
Mhm.
I want that thing so bad.
and then the Scorpio console
out
that
next
comes
year.
out next year that has 6 teraflops of memory. It's going to be the biggest, strongest console ever.
It's gonna be like what, $10,000?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it'll probably be what the Xbox One launched for, which was like $399 or $350.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Because
Well,
But are they
Just
still gonna
more
make
comes
games
out.
for the Xbox One?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed
All
to
it
be
is-
compatible to both.
yeah, all it really is, think of it like this: what you're going to start seeing with the consoles, which everyone was waiting for this to happen. Now they're on a PC architecture. Now what you're actually
Yeah.
going to see is this is just a next step up. So you buy this Scorpio, whatever they're going to call it, if you want 4K. If
Oh,
you have to
yeah.
have the latest, most beautiful settings. And essentially what you're going to see with Microsoft, their goal is to make it so portable that when game developers are designing it, that
Yeah.
designing for an Xbox is like designing for a PC. All somebody has to do is make a selection.
And then 2 years later, you're going to see
You'll see another one.
the Aquarius,
Yep.
and then 2 years after that, you get the Sagittarius.
I'll have to buy the Taurus when it comes out.
Yeah, there you go.
So they
Damn
start
it, I'm-
with the Scorpio, so when's the Leo come around?
Exactly.
I don't know, but I get the next one in Scorpios. Yeah, that looks cool, but I think they also built it for VR
Yeah.
because they haven't really
Well, they're
talked
gonna.
about it yet.
We know whose VR they're using, right? They're actually
Is it
going
gonna be
into.
the Oculus?
Yes.
Okay,
It's pretty much.
that's what I thought. It was
It's
gonna be.
the biggest hidden rumor. I mean, because basically they said it was for 4K gaming, but they also happen to mention currently that this is also exactly the specs that an Oculus needs.
Oh, really?
and- yeah.
Coincidentally.
yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
mean,
What did I fuck up?
No, you didn't break anything.
Okay.
You're good, man.
you broke
Just slight
it all.
disconnection. But
Yes.
We're still here.
The 3 Geeks fucking technical difficulty.
We have to have one. But and so bottom line there is they've already been partnered with the Oculus because when you buy an Oculus, you get a Microsoft controller that comes with it. So that's why like the HoloLens when they debuted it, they showed a little bit of gameplay, but it was mostly PC, mostly aimed not gameplay, Minecraft a little bit, but it was mostly aimed at kind of like augmenting reality, not necessarily coming to a console.
Mostly about E3, I was kind of sad because there seemed to be like less games than I'm used to.
You're not excited for the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 exclusive?
Well, I don't have a PS4, so I don't really give a shit.
So I'm still excited, even though I don't have one.
Dude, all the fanboys online on like all the Microsoft things, they're like, "How does it feel you don't get exclusives because they're PC now?" It's like I don't care.
Yeah, that is silly. The
Don't
exclusivity
give a
fight
shit.
that we all
Sorry,
have.
kids. Yeah, I mean, I wanted more games, and I was kind of sad about it. Jason.
I'm excited for South Park's The Fractured Butthole.
Oh yes!
It's like no one mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go, Jason.
That is, I love the Stick of Truth so much, but the little they had for this, where Cartman is basically just emulating Marvel on the thing, and then they split up, and they're like, wait, Civil War is supposed to happen in part 3, and then they go upstairs and goes, fine, leave, do it on your own, bail, like DC Comics or something like that. It was so funny, and I cannot wait to see it. I love that Butters is looking like he's going to be the villain, and it looks like they took everything from the Stick of Truth that we loved and just doubled down on it, and we're just going to get more, and they're throwing superheroes into the mix, and I can't wait to see it. Those guys, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, are brilliant. I stand by that. I like everything they've ever done, and especially with South Park, they always hit the right nerves when they're discussing whether it's political or they're going for just straight-up humor or they're totally out of the box. Like, it is great. The last game was great, and I have no doubt that this game is going to be great, and I cannot wait to play it.
Garf, did you E3?
What?
Did you watch anything from E3?
From what?
E3.
I'm gonna go
What's
with
E3?
Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's the game, dude?
I play like 2 video games, like Madden and Star Wars, so that's about
There
it.
you go. They
Hey, Battlefront 2's coming out.
hinted at the Star
yeah.
Wars game.
And they showed off Madden 17, right?
They did show off Madden 17. I
Yeah.
don't remember anything amazing about it.
It is
No.
Madden 16 with a 7 instead of a 6.
Yeah.
Oh, well. If you
Yeah.
actually pay
You're-
attention, they actually
you're-
talk about interesting stuff, but
That's
I
what
don't care
16
anymore.
was. 16 was 15 without the 5.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just updated rosters. That's all it is, and new uniforms every now and then.
Oh,
But
yes. We knew
I
you.
love playing Madden, so I'm a sucker and I buy them. So.
Yeah, so well, that's the main reason why they'll never do a roster subscription models because they can sell people full game. As far as for like me, even though it was PlayStation 4 exclusive, Spider-Man actually got me excited because I've missed a good Spider-Man game.
Have you played the last 2?
No,
Don't get excited.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well,
that's what he's
this is
excited for
actually
this
done by Insomniac.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Insomniac left, so they were a PlayStation exclusive family. I can't remember what their big shooter game was that they did for forever. They're being funny. But so I can't remember what their exclusive was that they actually shot, that they did for the PlayStation. But then they went and made Sunset Overdrive, which actually was a fun game, not overly complicated, but fun. And that actually, just from what little bit I saw, it looks like that's what they're going to actually do with Spider-Man, and they're not tied to the universe, the Marvel movie universe at all. They get to make their own game, so that gets me even more excited because that means they actually have the wherewithal to actually put in interesting characters, actually tell the story, tell the narrative. So I'm kind of curious to see how they go with that, and I really hope Marvel goes that way and like brings back Marvel Ultimate Alliance and a few other things. But we'll see.
They are bringing back Marvel
Yeah.
Ultimate Alliance.
Okay. 'cause
They've been talking about that for
the
years.
Civil War one was lame.
I liked
Yes.
that one a lot.
What?
Well,
I did.
Dude, the
It was
animation
short, but I
worse.
liked it.
It was shorter. The story was like non-existent.
it
It was some bullshit.
It made me sad. And then Cuphead, I'm excited for that.
Oh,
For what?
yeah, that's
So Cuphead, it's
that was
a
freaking awesome.
like 30s or 40s art style, almost like cartoons. That they were going to do only a like boss fight 'em up game, and then Microsoft I think talked to them and actually convinced them to make. And it actually looks really cool. Looks really fun. Looks really quirky.
As like Mickey Mouse's like 1940s cousin playing a Mega Man game.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically what it looks like. It looks pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah,
That's good.
it does look really cool. So we'll have to see. And then I think that comes out. Oh, and then We Happy Few, which actually that game is so interesting. It's actually basically a game about where you're taking pills to numb yourself and not accept reality. And it was interesting because they actually showed a video clip from it. It comes out in July for, I don't know if it's early preview, early access, so kind of like what they do with Steam. They're actually doing it on the Xbox, and I think Sony's doing this as well, where you can get into games before they're completely finished. And
Yeah, everyone else is doing it too. They just charge you $60 for it.
no, actually, usually they're only like 15 or 20 bucks.
No,
I'm saying. Like,
Oh, I got you.
Those games
That's
are
commentary.
mostly finished. No, I mean these are games that are like half finished. I mean they're not even mostly finished.
Regardless, yeah. I was just making a joke.
But in We Happy Few, like at the very beginning, he decides not to take his pill, and then he walks out, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna hit the pinata," and you see a pinata, and then his pills wear off, and then as it goes splat, you see a dead dog. They've actually been hitting.
Rat.
So, are you sure it was a rat?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a dog. So I thought I heard it yelp.
Okay.
The whole point is the surrealism. I'm actually kind of interested to play that and see how that works out.
Yeah, let me know about that.
They're like licking it up off the table because they think it's candy.
They think it's candy,
It's
yep.
blood.
Let me
Yeah,
know
it
about
looks
that one.
nasty.
Other than that, I think that's pretty much it that I kind of wanted to touch on. I mean, God of War came out. Nah.
Is it a remaster?
No, they're actually. He's much older. He has a son.
Oh,
So-
so a new God of War game came out?
No, they're going to make it.
Oh, okay.
What year? I don't know when.
Gears 4?
Oh yeah, Gears 4, but it's not really big reveal. That's coming out.
It
in
looks
September.
pretty.
I think it
Oh,
looks
yeah, it looks
awesome.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I like Gears.
They had that like
Gears is pretty
20-minute
cool. I
trailer
did
that
some
didn't
Gears.
end.
Yeah, I just caught the trailers. That's all I did.
All right, well, I got an update on a situation that we discussed on this podcast roughly a month ago. Mr. Mike Hunt decided to attack the Animaniacs on their Zootopia review.
Oh yeah.
Like
And,
firing shots?
He
got
sent
trophy
another
on our side
comment
this time, Mike.
shortly after that said, "I'm sorry that nobody cares enough to defend you from me." Then he went on to say, "What is the intro song? It's really good, the whole 9 minutes." And then he called somebody a pussy, which there's no real context for that. And then, like a week later, he sent a message saying, "Good job." So I think he's a fan now. Kind of confused with how
Mike
this
Hunt?
goes.
Look, I talked to Mike Hunt. I was like, look, Mike, this hate that you're feeding us, I thrive on it. Okay? I live for it. Like, just keep on feeding me the hate. So, to be hurtful, he said, good job. That's how it went down.
Apparently, he's a fan now. So
No,
that's
he's a pseudo fan. He's just trying to hurt me with his praise. You're not going to get to me, Mike.
Thanks for watching, buddy.
Keep on watching, though. Seriously. It's only getting worse. No, we have a lot of fun, me, Dan, and Scott, on the Animaniacs. But, Mike, we appreciate you checking us out and taking the time to be thorough. I like it. I like when you're going to insult me if you're thorough.
obviously you're a fan if you're coming back and watching more than one episode.
Dude,
I'm
I
just
love that he's
saying.
throwing the comments on there. Like, he's like, how come nobody's giving me shit for my shitty comments? I need to start giving people shit on the comments.
And then he's like, good job.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Mike Hunt, for being a fan. As I'm pretty sure I checked, and you're a subscriber too. So we also thank you for that.
You.
So if you watched us tonight, obviously you're watching us now. In the comment section below, what did you think of Mallrats Chasing Amy? What's your favorite film in the View Askew universe? Let us know. What was your favorite thing that you saw at E3? Let us know there. Did you go to Mike's channel and check out
Game of Booze.
Game of Booze? Thank you. Let us know what you thought of that too. And check out Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/3geeks for all of your audiobook needs. If you work a job that allows you to have earbuds, it's a great way to have something going on that's not boring. I use it to supplement podcasts when I run out of entertainment there. So definitely check out Audible. They are single-handedly keeping Steven Weber employed. So kudos to Audible. And like Max said, whether you like to read, don't like to read, just don't have time to read, because trust me, I know what that's like. Or you don't know how to read. We totally understand that as well. Go to Audible. Let them know we sent you, the Three Geeks podcast. Also, I promised that we would reference this at the end of the podcast, and we will. We are giving away a $100 Visa gift card at... You don't even have to come to Columbus Comic-Con. Fuck Columbus Comic-Con. You just got to go to Facebook, join the event, upload a photo that shows that you're subscribed to our channel. That is it. We had we gave out 4 prizes last year. It was a lot of fun. This year we're going to do the same thing. We don't know what the other prizes are as of now, but they will be something somewhat cool. And the $100 Visa gift card is definitely going to be one of them. Let us know in the comments too. What kind of prizes would you like us to give away? We will totally
$1 million.
Just blow up
within
our
reason.
comments. Great.
Let us know.
Real quick before we get out. Do you have anything?
No, I'm
Okay, Carf. What's going on right now?
42-49 Golden State at half. Cleveland has basically shut down Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, which is amazing. But the bad side of that is Draymond Green's got like 23 points in the first half. He's just dominating. He's hitting 100% of his threes. He's just attacking the basket. And the Cavs have only made 1 3-pointer in the first half. So if they start making their 3-pointers, they're right back in this game, and they will probably take the lead and pull away. They are just dominating the paint. I believe the Cavs have maybe 30 points in the paint right now, and they just keep drawing fouls, going to the foul line, getting and ones. So it's going to come down to the end here. It's going to be a hell of a finish. Go Cavs!
All right, cool. Thanks, Carf.
I also want to send out a happy birthday to Mr. Rondell.
No, whatever. Fuck Rondell.
Rondell's not on our podcast because he's out celebrating Father's Day and his birthday with his family. And from all of us at the podcast, we wish you a happy birthday. We know Max wishes you a happy birthday because he posted it on Facebook, and we all know that once you put something on Facebook, that's what you feel.
My account got hacked. That's some bullshit.
You mean somebody hacked your account, purposely looked for Rondell, typed in happy birthday, some trash about the trophy, and then hit enter.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I did it.
Max, if he's not there right now, go snag that trophy, man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's just sitting there in front of a computer with some headphones on.
You know what? You guys aren't wrong.
I am actually watching the game with Rondell here in the living room. So.
Just look over here. The trophy.
Max left. He went to Rondell's.
See, he's helping me move, so I'm able to. There you go.
What's up?
We're just having a good time partying up over
moving.
here. Wish you were here, Max. Not.
Oh, trophy is not in this house.
Is that actually Rondell?
Yeah. Did we do a smoking meat reference on this podcast yet?
Oh yeah.
Rondell, are you smoking meat today?
Smoking meat.
All right, anyway, I'm going to end this thing. Follow us on Twitter at 3 Geeks Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
The sports nerds will be back. When, guys? Can somebody give us a date? Because some of us are fans.
We all have jobs. Some people have families. Okay?
I just
Shit is
love
real.
I remember this. I remember hearing about it, listening to you guys. Like, Philip is moving to Columbus. We're going to get together more often. I don't think you guys have gotten together more than once since
We
Philip's
haven't
been in
even gotten
Columbus.
together one time. We haven't had all the sports nerds in the same room.
No, Super Bowl.
Yeah, we gotta get sports nerds up and running again.
I just remember that. As soon as Philip entered Ohio, it's
Oh,
like
look at
you
this
guys
fucking
decided
asshole.
to stop doing it. Oh, Rondell.
Oh.
Hey, no meat today.
What's that?
I'm saving all that for the 4th.
Max put his earbuds in.
Yeah, fuck you, Rondell.
Love you, Max.
Yeah, you're a son of a bitch.
Oh.
Oh man, I told Rondell to take the trophy to the beach,
Yeah.
put a swimsuit on
No,
it.
okay, now I really wanted Rondell to show up when we went to see Warcraft. I wanted you to show up with a trophy,
With the
so
trophy?
bad, and have like a seat for the trophy. I
This
would
is my
have.
+1.
I would have had nothing but respect for you for that. But
That's
you
all
didn't
right.
do
I'll
it.
take it to Canton with me next weekend.
Nah, it's too late. It's too late. You can't have that moment back.
There's always new moments.
Rondell, we'll take it to the Puff Daddy Mace concert.
Dude,
You can just have the
I want
trophy
this trophy
dancing.
to go on tour.
That would have been the one good thing about
Take that,
Warcraft.
take that.
Find this up.
All right. Anyway, follow us on Twitter at 3Geeks Podcast. From everybody here, have a great night.